Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create a global leaderboard system with podiums in Roblox. If you want the code that you see in this video, make sure to join my Patreon. The link will be in my description. The first thing that you need to do is get the leaderboard model. You guys can go into the description and get this. Once you get it, it should look something like this. So now that we have this, we need to create our leader stats. So let's go inside of service script service and insert a script. I'm going to name this script leader stats and we could get coding. So we need a few services. We need the players service and we need the data store service. We also need to get our data store by saying local data store is equal to data store service colon get data store. I'm just going to say test store, and then we're going to say players.playerAdded colon connect function will pass through the player, and let's create our leader stats. Now that we've created our leader stats, let's create our data store. So we're going to say local data, and then we're going to say local success ERR for error is equal to pcall function. We'll say data is equal to data store colon get async player.userid ... and then I'm going to concatenate it with dash cache. And if we have the success, cache value is equal to data, else if there was an error, we'll print there was an error ... the error. Once we do that, we need to create our player removing function. So players.playerRemoving colon connect function passed to the player. We are going to copy this right here, paste it down here. Instead of getting the async, we are going to set async, and we're just going to delete this part at the end, just like that. And after we do this, we're going to concatenate with player.leaderstats.cache.value. Now we'll check if success again, then we'll print successfully saved the player's data, else we are just going to say there was an error ... error. And this is our leader strat script done. Alright, now we're going to set up the leaderboard. So the first thing that you guys want to do is just ungroup this model by doing Control or Command U. And then with everything selected, we're going to do Control Alt G, which will group into a folder. And we're just going to name this leaderboards. Once we do that, we are going to go inside of the leaderboard, inside of this go to surface GUI script. Inside of the surface GUI, inside of here, we're going to be inserting a new script. And I'm going to be naming this script handler. Once we do that, you guys want to go inside of the frame, list content, items, and then drag out this sample, which is this white text right here. Just drag that inside of the handler, and you're ready to start coding. So we need to get a few services. So we're going to say local content provider is equal to game colon get service content provider. We need to get the players data store service and the replicated storage. Now the replicated storage reminds me of something. We actually need to get the format number module. So I'm actually going to pull that up now. I will leave a link to the format number module in the description, but we can get coding. So we're going to say local data store is equal to data store service colon get order data store. I'm going to say as test store, and we're going to say local leaderboards is equal to workspace colon wait for child leaderboards. And let's get format number. So local format number is equal to require replicate storage.format number.simple, and let's just wait 3 seconds, and then we are going to set up our dummies. So local gold leaderboard or gold stand is equal to leaderboards colon wait for child first place stand dot dummy. We need to do this for our second place and our third place stands, and we will change this to silver and bronze. Now we need to set up each singular dummy. So local gold humanoid is equal to gold leaderboard colon wait for child humanoid. Local gold animation is equal to instance dot new animation. Gold anim dot animation ID is equal to, and make sure you copy down exactly what I say, http://www.roblox.com/asset/ and then a question mark ID, and then the ID is going to be 593756050. So that is going to be the ID for the first one. Once we do that, we are going to say content provider colon preload async, and we are going to pass through as a table the gold anim. And then we're going to say local gold anim track is equal to gold humanoid colon load animation gold anim track colon play. So we can actually test this out. So joining the game, we can see that our dummy is dancing, which is awesome. So continuing our code, we just need to copy and paste this 2 more times. And we just need to change every place that says gold to bronze. Once we do that, we need to change up our ID. So our new ID is going to be 59187266674. And guys, that is going to be the new ID. Once we do that, we need to do the same thing for bronze. And we will change the ID to 33334322454. That's going to be the ID. So moving along, we're going to say local surface GUI is equal to script.parent. Local sample is equal to script colon wait for child sample. Local SF or scrolling frame is equal to script.parent.frame colon wait for child list. And the local UI is equal to SF colon wait for child list content colon wait for child items. Now, once we do that, we're going to scroll down and we're going to say while true do. We're going to say for I player in pairs game dot players colon get players do. If player dot user ID is greater than 0, then local stat value is equal to player dot leaderstats dot cache dot value. And if we have our stat value, then we're going to create a new p call. I'm going to say data store colon update async, pass through the user ID, and pass through a function. We're going to say return to number that stat value. And once we do that, we're going to come down and say local smallest first is equal to false. So if you want the smallest number first, then you set this to true. Local number to show is equal to 100. And let's get our min value, which is 1, and our max value, which I'm going to get set to 10e30. And then we're going to say local pages is equal to data store colon get sorted async, smallest first, number to show, min value, and max value. Once we do that, scrolling down, we're going to say local top is equal to pages colon get current page. Once we do that, we'll say local data, so new table, and for A, B in I pairs top do. I'm going to say local user ID is equal to b.key, local points is equal to b.value, and local username is equal to failed to load, and local success error is equal to pcall function. And we'll say username is equal to game.players colon get name from user ID async, pass through the user ID just like that. And If not S, then we're just going to warn error getting name for dot dot user ID dot dot, and then error will be our error. And then we need to get our image. So local image is equal to game.players get user thumbnail async, pass the user ID, pass through the thumbnail type, which I'm going to say as headshot, and we need the thumbnail size, which is going to be size 150, and we're going to insert into the data table username, points, and image. Now, once we do that, we're going to create another for loop. So for number D in pairs data, local name is equal to D1, local val is equal to D2, local image is equal to D3, local color is equal to color3.new 111. Then we're going to say ID is equal to players get user ID from name async, pass through the name. And now we're going to check the first, second, and third place players. So if number is equal to 1, then color is equal to color3.new. I'm going to say 0.866, 0.866, 0, which is a yellow. And then we just need to copy this 2 more times. So else if, and then else if, and then if number is equal to 2, and if number is equal to 3. For 2, we are going to set it to 0.478, comma 0.478, comma 0.478, which is a silver. Then for bronze, we're going to say 0.403, comma 0.262, comma 0.019. Once we do that, let's clone our sample. So local new is equal to sample clone. For I, thing, and UI get children. If thing is a image label, then thing destroy. And then we are going to set its properties. New.name is equal to ID. New.layout order is equal to number. New.values.playerImg.image is equal to image. And new.values.username.text is equal to name. New.values.value.text is equal to format number dot format compact. We'll pass through the val. And then we'll say new.imageColor3 is equal to color. New.parent is equal to UI. And now we need to dress up the dummies. So if the number is equal to 1, then we'll say local gold humanoid description is equal to game.players get humanoid description from user ID, pass through the ID, and then we'll say gold l.humanoid apply description gold humanoid description. Now, just like last time, we just need to copy this a few times. Make this if number is 2 and number is 3. And then we'll change these words to silver. And that's it. And then we're just going to change this to bronze. Just like that. And once we do that, at the bottom, we're going to say task.wait. And then we're just going to task.wait 100 seconds for it to refresh. But yeah, that is going to be the whole script done. Let's play the game and test this out. So we have no errors, which is awesome, but nothing is loading, which is interesting. So let me take a look. Okay, so I realized the error was that I have 0 cash and the minimum value is actually 1. So I'm going to go inside of the leader stats and I'm going to change the default value to 100 and change up the data store so we can test this out. And in the game, still nothing. Alright, so testing this, we can see that it works. I just had to fix up a few things in the format number, and I had to change the min value. But as you guys can see, I'm first place with 0, and the dummy has loaded my character. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!